So this is just going to be an unboxing and first impressions. I have not taken this one out to the range. I won't be doing any shooting on this channel. It's basically just gear reviews before and after. If you guys want to see any type of actual like range time videos, I will be starting up a Rumble channel, so you can I'll post the link in the description once that's up, and you guys can head over there and see actual range footage with these. So let's get into it. Real quick, guys, and no, I'm not sponsored by them, but I just wanted to give a shout out to M2 Tactical Solutions in Norwalk, Connecticut. They're one of my favorite gun stores in Connecticut, and they do a bang up job. They have a great selection for all of your firearm needs. If you can go over to their Facebook and Instagram page, like some of their stuff, follow and subscribe, it'd be a great thing to show them some support. So first off, you get this really big shoe box. They're from LFA. You even got a LFA sticker there, keeping it close. Now, full disclosure, I have already taken this out of the box. My FFL already checked it out. They love it, so it's pretty cool. Here it is. This is the bag it comes in. You also get this really cool sticker. That's nice. You get the Live Free Armory patch. It's right on the front, embroidered. This is actually a Savior bag. I've never seen this bag before. This is the Specialist pistol case. That's pretty cool. I haven't checked this out, but impromptu first impressions, really well made. So let's open this up, see what's in here. So this did come with the trigger lock attached, so we already took that off. Stay safe, guys. In the first pocket, sorry, it's got a couple, it's got a main and then secondary pocket. In this secondary pocket, I just stowed the safety lock in there. But it's got these, I think there's like the admin pocket where it's got some storage for pens and whatnot. But inside here you get, looks like your range card. And then they included this little LFA Freedom Oil. Clean Lube and Protects, the LP. It's pretty cool. And then that's it for the side pouch, or the side compartment. Now we're going to open up the main compartment, the main event. And this opens pretty wide. It opens all the way up. And they give you an extra mag. These are Magpul P mags, 10 rounders, because I hate my state. And then here she is, finally. So I'm gonna move the bag off the table and get into the main event. There she is, flagged up and everything. So let's check. Get this out of there. That's really cool. They got their own branded chamber flag. There she is, guys. So first impressions, it's very slick. Very slick. So we're actually going to be comparing this to my Frankenstein of a firearm. Just, it's all clear. I was using this as a practice stipple job and all sorts of other stuff. It's awful, I know. let's not dwell on that shit. So, first impressions, guys, it's actually really, really hefty, really slick. It is all aluminum. It's definitely got more heft in terms of weight, in terms of just feel and width. It's a little bit wider than a... I don't know if you can really tell. The lighting's kind of bad in here, guys. I'm sorry. But it may not show this. It seems like this is wider, but definitely feels like the amp is wider. It could be these side panels, which are removable. One thing I didn't like is this, or I think it was just mine, or maybe not. It didn't come with a hex key to remove this. So maybe when you order the grip panels when they come out, it'll come with the hex key, or you just have to use your own. Just a little con right off the bat. Grip, I really like it. I really like it. My hand is a compact size hand. I really like the compact firearms really fit my hand well. I don't have massive hands. I wear a large glove, and both fit me really well. I have the magwell on the original, the Gen 3 Glock. A magwell. I don't know if they're gonna make. They're probably gonna make their own proprietary magwell, because this is way too small to put a Gen 3 Glock magwell. So that's gonna be probably in the near future. The actual magwell doesn't have too much beveling on it. It's just got a little bit just to soften the edges, but I mean, not even as much as the Gen 3 Glock, but you know, it doesn't really impede anything when you're really jamming a mag in there. It just takes some practice. The double undercut's really well done. I did a hack job to mine. Came out okay. I love the feel. Like, it really gets your hand high on the grip. And this double undercut, even though it's a little bit thinner than mine, but there's less material to work with on this, really feels good. Sorry about that, guys. My external mic decided to crap the bed, so in the effort of trying to complete this and get this out to you guys as soon as possible, we're just going to power through with the regular internal mic. Now, before I was talking about the grip, it definitely has the 1911 grip angle, where it's more upright versus the Gen 3 Glock's kind of bulbous thing back here. Feels fantastic. I think a lot of users are going to really enjoy that over the standard Glock's grip angle. When you get up on target, I can't even really do this on camera because of the angle of the camera, but when you get up on target, you're pretty much there, and it's really good. Up front, we have the 3 Picatinny rail sections. Don't have a light to throw on here outside of, you know, no, don't have a light to throw on here. Thought I did, but I didn't. When I do my final run through, I'll let you know what I think, what lights will fit this. Moving back, you've got these really, there's no texturing on these. I guess they did it so that you can put your own if you wanted to. I mean, this is the base model, so if you wanted to put some texturing on this just to get, you know, a little bit better purchase, or maybe you're one of those people that grips around the trigger guard, you could put something there. And because it doesn't have any texturing there, the adhesive that you put on with like grip tape and everything is really going to grab on to those surfaces. So that's probably why they didn't do anything here, but no really sharp edges except for right here. But all in all, it feels really good. Really good. Coming back here, you do have, I don't even know what these feel metal, but I don't know. Maybe somebody else can correct me that has this. These feel like metal grips. Do I have a magnet? No, they're not metal. Not steel, anyway. Grips. The mag release is really good. When you throw a mag in there, you know, you hit that real easy. Comes right out, especially with these two mags. Moving back, do have an extended back beaver tail right here. A little bit more so than the original Glocks. You can really get your hand up there, and then there's almost like where the grip module, the actual fire control module is. You can, there's like a little ledge right here. It's awesome. You can really get your hand really high up. I know on some of the other double action, single action firearms, the safety is right here, so you can actually rest your thumb on the safety. You kind of had an advantage with getting your hand, your grip really high. With this, there's like that little ledge right there that you can really get your thumb, your grip really high. You don't have to. Ooh, yeah, my hands are a little lotiony. You don't have to really worry about that slide bite because it's low enough to where you're not going to get it, but high enough to where I believe you can really get a good, stable firing grip on this thing. Moving up, we do have the fire control module right here. This is the actual part of the firearm that's serialized. Serial numbers are under here. When they start releasing their, other grip modules and everything, you'll be able to take this out. I haven't taken this down yet. I'll probably make another video about taking that out. This didn't come with a manual in mind, so I'm gonna kind of wing it here. I mean, Glocks aren't too complicated, so I'll probably make something later on about that. You do have the extended slide lock, slide release, super easy to actuate right here. The slightly different and recessed takedown lever. With gloves, I feel like, and this isn't an extended one, you know what? They feel about the same. This one feels a little bit more protruding, but not that bad. You can definitely pull that down. You do have your ledges, your grip ledges right here. Speed ledges, gas pedals, whatever you want to call them. I don't think you can call them gas pedals because that's trademarked with another company. But they own the rights to that one. This, there's no texturing there, but you can really drive down on it. It's very positive. I'm interested to see how that's going to play out under recoil if you really hold it there. But you have those ledges on both sides. This is not ambidextrous, so you do not have the slide lock on the other side, nor do you have a reversible. I don't think this is, no, it doesn't look like it's reversible. Maybe in the future, and they do like a different mag release that is, or if they do a left-handed grip module in the future, you'll be able to swap them. Onto the slide, you have these really nicely cut windows with this. I think I don't know if this is like LFA's trademark cut, but it's also on their other slide. This is my Glock 19 slide, OD green, and they have that same cut that goes the length of the slide with the forward and rear slide serrations. This one just has the rear slide serrations with the window cuts, but the way this slide feels, it's just super grippy. Like you can press checks all day long with this thing. You do have a flush crown barrel, which is really nice. They say this is a match grade barrel. You have some wear on the top, but not really a biggie to me. It is fluted. Just gonna take this out just to show you guys what that looks like. It takes down just like a regular Glock, but here is their match grade barrel, fluted. If you can see that 9mm. Doesn't look like the feed ramp is polished. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. You know, we're gonna find out through actually shooting this thing, but let me just get this back together. And while I have this apart, so this whole thing, you know, it looks like, oh, I thought this was all one piece, but it looks like the locking block is separate. It's interesting. Your rails are separate, of course. They're actually, the rear rails look like they are attached. Yeah, so rear rails are here. I wonder if you take it out, if the no, you know what? I think this is all, the whole thing is all one. I thought there was going to be like, you take this out and then that's separate and then that's separate, you know, sort of like if you're building your own, you're building a homemade firearm. Yeah, that's cool. I'll have to get this apart and really dive into it, but it looks really good. Really, really cool. All right, so getting back into it, and I kind of skipped past that other thing that I wanted to talk about, but the trigger on this, they say it's a 6.8 trigger, 6.8 pound trigger. I don't think that's true, man. Like, I was testing this out and I was getting 4.5 pounds smooth, consistent trigger pulls, which is like, you know, they probably polished and really greased the surfaces and where the trigger bar hits the connector and the trigger bar itself. I don't know if they changed out any of the springs or anything, but it really feels good. Matter of fact, let's do that right now. Got my Wheeler trigger gauge, and we're just gonna get, kind of have to roll it up because of that blade, but I just want to get right where your trigger would be, your finger would be. That one slipped off right in the middle, because if you go too high, you're not pulling the trigger back right there. So this one was pulling at 5. I think I tugged on that a little bit too much. Let's get 2 more. Yep. Set that. Oh, this one's pulling at 5 now. What happened? I was pulling 4.5. And I'm pulling a little bit lower. Yeah, a little bit over 4.5. Let's get one more. Get it right there, right where your finger would be. Yeah, this one's 4.5. Yeah, so I mean, I need to get a better trigger gauge. This one tends to slip off, so unless you get it just right, your measurements are a little bit off. But 4.5 was what I was getting with this, and it definitely feels like a 4.5. Like I have an Apex trigger here. That one's definitely pulling at 4, and this feels like it's still got that. So you still have the Glock wall, like the take up, the wall, it's right there. But that break is way smoother than, like, that's gritty take up right there. That Glock gritty take up. And then that creep, oh god, that creep. And then really hard break. This is smooth, like butter right there. Light break, butter. And then the reset right there, butter. So they must have done something with this trigger. I really don't think it's 6.8 pounds. But, you know, it's a sample size of 1, so somebody else may get a 6.8. But something to note, these triggers will break in. Same thing with the Glock triggers. The Glock triggers, I've gotten this one testing at like really inconsistent 5.5 pounds to like 8 pounds. So breaking that in, you know, has made, you know, the 5.5 pound mark show up a lot more. Whereas where I first did it, you know, I was pulling like 7.5, 8 pounds. I was like, what's going on? So this may also break in down to 4 pounds. If you have a 6.8 pound, it's probably going to break in. So, yeah, if you guys have an amp and you're shooting it, you know, and you're getting different readings, let me know in the comments. Moving up, we have the top window cuts on the side. This really nice flag on the Armory cover, the plate cover. And guess what, guys? It comes with your suppressor height sights. Spartan style, or your Hackathorn style, where you have your serrated blacked out rear and then your high vis front. So your fiber optic front. Really nice. And that's pretty much it for this, guys. So they do say that this is compatible with standard Glock parts, so we're just going to interchange some of these and test that compatibility. Okay. Standard slide works just fine. Cycles just fine. And now we're going to put the amp on the Gen 3. Actually looks pretty nice. Very nice. Yeah. Works. So, and now we're just going to test out a couple mags. So, This came with the Magpul P-Mag, and these are just the standard base pads. And I'm so ruined by these mag wells, man. Going back to something that doesn't have a mag well where it just funnels it right in there, it's so different. So P-mags work just fine. Stock mags. Oh, sticky there. Slow. Yeah, it's definitely a tight fit. Definitely a tight fit. Look at that. It drops out so slow. Yeah, P-mags just... yeah, the P-mags come out a little bit faster. With a... this is a +0 base extension, aluminum base extension. Definitely need a mag well with these. It just doesn't feel right, but... yeah, it comes out a little bit faster. Yeah, so it's got that weight on it, so yeah, it feels a little bit better. But guys, man, LFA, they did a really good job. Really good job. I'm digging it. I'm really digging it. The only cons I can see so far as my final analysis of this first impression is just, you know, didn't get any tools for the bolts. This may be a con to some, not really a con to me, but I could care less. But the fact that this had that wear, those wear marks, brand new, you know, that's a little bit of a con. Didn't get a manual, but I mean, it's a Glock. What do you know, it's pretty self-explanatory, especially if you already own Glocks. Like I own a bunch, so you pretty much, they're all, especially something that's made to be compatible with existing Glocks, they're pretty much all, you know, easy to really learn how to use. They all function the same. So that is my first impression, guys. Thanks for sticking it out with me. I'm getting the channel up and running. I still have a lot of stuff moved around. My office is a mess, so it was a little bit to get this video out to you guys, but I definitely wanted to get this out as soon as possible since no one else is really posting anything on this. So I just wanted to fill you guys in. Definitely like, subscribe, leave your comments, let me know what you think, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.